Hello everyone, and I hope everybody is doing perfectly fine. So today we'll be discussing two cases of acute leukemia, wherein I'll tell you what the rarity was there. So these two cases will tell you some features clinically or on microscopically, what are the different scenarios you can come across while dealing cases of acute leukemia. So as we all know, acute leukemia is one of the common hematological malignancy which we encounter in our practice, and they have varied clinical and hematological presentation. And ALL, now I'll be discussing. So ALL, it has more frequency when you compare it with your acute non-lymphoblastic leukemia. So how the patient present with? ALL के patients present करते हैं with cytopenia, that is decreasing all cell lines, RBC, WBC, and platelets. Then they also present with organomegaly in certain cases. Some patient can present with your lymphadenopathy, bone pain, or other skeletal abnormalities. So I'll be discussing two cases of acute leukemia where there were unusual findings, maybe it in clinical or hematological findings. So to start with the case one, it was a case of 10-year-old female who presented with chief complaint of high-grade fever off and on for which was for the last 2 months. And patient also presented with left hemiparesis for last 3 days for which she got admitted. And physical examination जब किया गया तो it showed pallor and hepatomegaly and the liver was increased to 2 centimeter below the right costal margin. And there was no history of bleeding, rashes, double vision, lymphadenopathy or splenomegaly in the patient. When we did the complete blood count, what we found was hemoglobin was found to be 3.2 gram per deciliter. Then TLC was also reduced 2400 per microliter. Differential count showed 54% of neutrophils, lymphocytes, 45%, eosinophil was 1%. Platelet was also markedly reduced. Peripheral smear showed it was pancytopenia. RBC, when we see the normal smear, peripheral smear, RBCs were normocytic, normochromic. WBC, there was leukopenia. However, there was no blast noted on the smear. Platelets were markedly reduced that we saw in our CBC. So this is a peripheral smear. देखो अभी normocytic, normochromic है. Then you have your few microcytes were also there. But here what we are seeing is there is hypochromasia. Hemoglobin content जो होती है वो कम है. RBCs में you can see here. Then you are not seeing WBC in this field. So anyway there is leukopenia, decrease in WBC. Platelets भी हमें नहीं दिख रहे इस field में. यहाँ दिख रहे हैं हमें. दो यहाँ हैं. The small ones. Here you have one. Fine. So it is reduced. 30,000 platelet count was given. 10-year-old जो बच्ची थी उसका kidney function, liver function was also done, which did not reveal any abnormality. Then NCCT, non-contrast CT scan of head was done and it showed a lesion in the right temporoparieto-occipital region, which was suggestive of infarction. Bone marrow aspirate, peripheral smear बिल्कुल normal है बच्ची का, which showed pancytopenia. I mean to say, normal in the sense there was no blast. It was pancytopenia. Hemoglobin, WBC, RBC, platelet, everything was reduced. जब हमने उसका bone marrow किया, bone marrow aspirate, it was hemodilute. We did the bone marrow biopsy also. Now biopsy showed marked increase in leukemic promyelocytes. Promyelocytes जो होती है जब आप hematopoiesis में देखोगे, the first cells of the myeloid lineage is your myeloblast. So myeloblast जो होती है वो differentiate करती है in promyelocyte. Promyelocyte के बाद आता है आपका myelocyte, metamyelocyte, bands, and then you see polymorphs in your peripheral smear. ठीक है? So इसमें क्या था? Arrest. So this is a case where there is no blast, but blast के बाद जो next stage of maturation होती है promyelocyte, वहाँ पे arrest है. So 10 sheets of you get leukemic promyelocyte which was noted on marrow. Few blast cells were also seen. And normal hematopoietic elements जो होते हैं, वो megakaryocytes, जो normal erythroid islands, myelopoietic cells, those were markedly reduced It was all covered by your leukemic promyelocytes. So see, these are the plasma cell की तरह eccentrically nucleus. All these are the sheets of promyelocytes which you are seeing on biopsy, and the sections of bone you can note here and partly here, but no normal marrow elements you are seeing here. So this is the high part of the same. So this is how a promyelocyte looks like. So peripheral blood, bone marrow, aspirate, and biopsy combined diagnosis we gave as acute promyelocytic leukemia, and in FAB classification, that is French, American, British classification, it comes out to be as AML M3 promyelocytic leukemia. So to discuss this case, AML का subtype होता है APML, and here what you get, it is characterized by your abnormal hypergranular promyelocytes. Overalls भी होते हैं, faggots, collection of overalls is also known as your faggots. So that is seen in bone marrow, or sometimes you can see even promyelocytes in your peripheral blood. So the APML patient, they typically presents with your pancytopenia and coagulopathy. So leukemia है, इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि WBC हमेशा lax में होगी. Sometimes it can present as leukopenia as well. So this is a distinct AML का subtype है by FAB classification as AML M3. यहाँ पे catch is APML has got a very good prognosis if it treat on time. So cytogenetically क्या होता है? This is a characterized by a balanced and reciprocal translocation of 15 and 17. So T15, 17 translocation आपको याद रखना चाहिए इसमें, and this is associated with your life-threatening coagulopathy. ये important है इसका. So APML में morbidity and mortality जो होती है usually complications के साथ होती है bleeding के और infection के, which dominate your clinical picture. Thrombotic infarction, thrombotic events जैसे कि जो हमने इस केस में देखा है ना, cerebral infarction के साथ patient present कर रही है, 10-year-old child, and sometimes it can also present with acute myocardial infarction. So these two rare possible situations are there, which you can see the initial clinical presentation of APML. So idea behind putting this case was कि when you see a clinical picture, sometimes जो normal clinical scenario होते हैं वो जरूरी नहीं है कि वो उस typical leukemia में fit ही आए. So usually APML एक coagulopathic disorder है, but sometimes thrombotic events भी हो सकते हैं like your cerebral infarction and your myocardial infarction. So role of coagulopathy cause में आया DIC के जैसे disseminated intravascular coagulation होती है जिसमें hypercoagulable state and hemorrhage हो सकते हैं. Coagulopathy in APML जो हम describe करते हैं, I am describing the normal coagulopathy जो normally होती है APML में, और वो तीन main factors की वजह से होती है. First is your, एक होता है जो APML में क्या important factor है, release of tissue factor and cancer procoagulant from the malignant cells. एक ये हो गया कि tissue factor release हो रहा है cancer procoagulant cells. Then there is increased annexin 2 receptor expression on the surface of leukemic promyelocyte. So what it does, it activates your extrinsic pathway, and annexin 2 जो होता है, एक तो ये टिश्यू फैक्टर और कैंसर प्रोकोएगुलेंट्स ये आपके एक्टिवेट करते हैं एक्सट्रिंसिक पाथवे को, और जो इंक्रीज्ड annexin 2 रिसेप्टर है वो बाइंड करते हैं, दे बाइंड टू योर प्लाज्मिनोजन एंड टिश्यू प्लाज्मिनोजन एक्टिवेटर which increases the plasmid formation, and this leads to your fibrinolysis. So fibrinolysis हो रही है, so increased non-specific proteolysis होती है, leading to your increased bleeding tendency. So these all factors, what happens, they interplay with each other in causing this entity and इसके complications too. So present case what it was there, patient had presented with cerebral infarct before initiation of any treatment, which makes it a very rare presentation for APML. So ये बताना important है कि thrombosis से कोई भी organ affect हो सकती है. There are few case reports of patient presenting with MI also and ischemic stroke also in APML case. और ये usually ये जो thrombotic event वाला infarction है ये adult में notice किया गया है, but our case infarction was noted in a 10-year-old female child, making it more rare. Few studies आप देखोगे जैसे साटो et al ने देखा था similar case, 3-year-old child who presented of case of APML presented cerebral infarction. तो उसको भी 3-year-old में भी some case has been reported. Now the patient they presenting this with thrombotic event जो होते हैं, they have a very poor prognosis as seen in our patient as well. और जो साइटो et al ने भी report किया था similar case in a 3-year-old child, female child, उसमें भी बहुत poor prognosis थी. तो इसीलिए इन सब केसेस को any case of cerebral infarction should be carefully dealt with, and this diagnosis of clinical presentation of APML should be kept in mind while evaluating a peripheral smear or bone marrow. So APML currently बहुत favorable prognosis होती है अगर diagnosis if it is done correctly and on timely intervention is given. This scenario was totally different few decades जहाँ पे बहुत ही fatal type में जाना जाता था इसको. Now as the onset of APML is associated with significant and high mortality भी है, so immediate and correct treatment is very much required for the patient. And what we give transretinoic acid देते हैं और ATRA भी होती है. All transretinoic acid is the ATRA, the treatment which we give for APML. Now see, any young or middle-aged patients who present with ischemic stroke in absence of any cardiovascular risk factor should undergo a proper hematological examination even when the peripheral smear is showing your pancytopenia. So, आगे की diagnosis बहुत जरूरी है. Hence, a detailed evaluation of your marrow is also required. So, any possibility of underlying APML or associated complication should be ruled out. Now, pancytopenia बहुत hemorrhagic event के साथ भी associated होता है. Our case, the unusual presentation is the thrombotic cerebral infarction, which was the initial manifestation of APML. Now coming to our second case, a 40-year-old female who presented with low-grade intermittent fever, which was there for last 2 months, bone pain था patient को, decreased appetite और weight loss. General examination में pulse rate, BP, blood pressure were within normal range. However, patient had poor oral hygiene. Ultrasound when it was done, ultrasound abdomen revealed hepatosplenomegaly, periportal lymphadenopathy. Lab investigation किया, hemoglobin come 9.7. Here you see the TLC is 60,000. Platelet 1.8 lakh per microliter. Normal था. So here you have decrease in your hemoglobin and TLC. LFT, KFT within normal limit. Peripheral smear showed 48% boost. And granules were noted in 32%. So normal perception क्या है? Lymphoblast agranular. Myeloblasts are granular. So ये बच्चा है. And here what we are getting, sorry, middle-aged in the case. Blood picture showed normocytic, normochromic, however cytochemistry was inconclusive. ये है lymphoid cells, but lymphoid cells में ना cytoplasmic granules नहीं होते हैं, but here you are seeing granule, ठीक है? See, this is a lymphoid nuclei, but granules है, ठीक है? Lymphoblast में you are seeing granules. Here also the high picture of the same. Here see granules आ रहे हैं, cytoplasm में bluish. Light blue जो है वो cytoplasm है, you are seeing granules. Again some picture, granular lymphoid cells. Cytochemistry जब आप देखोगे ना, MPO negative आ गया. अगर ये myeloblaст होता तो इसका MPO positive आना चाहिए था, ठीक है? Then we went ahead with flow cytometry. Flow cytometry में क्या किया हमने? Blast के clusters को identify किया. तो blast जो abnormal clusters थे वो थे हमारे 32%, ठीक है? Which showed dim expression of CD45 and in low to intermediate forward scatter diagram, and it showed bright positivity for CD10, 19, TDT, HLA-DR. I'll show you the images. CD22, 34 showed moderate expression. CD13 का भी aberrant expression है. Aberrant means lymphoids जो ALL जो होते हैं they do not show CD13. So वो myeloid series के लिए होता है, but sometimes you can get some aberrant expression. Sorry. So here what you are seeing, जो हमने scatter plot किया, 45 और side scatter पे what we are seeing is this is our population of concerned blast. यहाँ पे देखो ये CD45 is in x-axis, CD34 is in y. So we are getting the blasts are showing moderate expression for CD34. Then again CD10 and CD19 का plot है ये, तो by co-expression हो रही है CD10 and CD19, so it is a lymphoid origin. Fine. Here what you are seeing is CD22 भी positive आ रहा है, ये हमारा expression आ रहा है moderate. Then HLA-DR जो होती है that is brightly positive. Then TDT is positive. MPO is negative. ठीक है? Y-axis में देखो MPO negative आ रहा है. CD13 का aberrant expression है. So this is the flow diagram which is showing the markers for your lymphoid lineage except C10, 19, 22. HLA-DR, CD45 तो ब्लास्ट डिनोट करता है, तो CD45 और 34 हमारा पॉजिटिव था. 10, 19 and 22 lymphoid को इंडिकेट करते हैं, वो पॉजिटिव था. TDT is positive, blast है. CD13 का aberrant expression है, that is aberrant expression of your marker. Sometimes it can occur. So based on your peripheral blood में ब्लास्ट मिल रहे थे 40%, बट उसमें लिम्फोइड्स में ग्रैन्यूल्स आ रहे थे, तो हमने स्पेशल स्टेन लगाया, बट स्पेशल स्टेन में एमपीओ नेगेटिव आ रहा था. ठीक है, फिर हमने उसको, तो ग्रैनुलर एएलएल हो सकता है वो, बट एएमएल तो है नहीं, एमपीओ नेगेटिव था, बट टू स्पेशल स्टेन यू कैन नॉट से इन अ कंफर्मेटिव वे, सो वी नीड टू गो फॉर फ्लो साइटोमेट्री. तो फ्लो साइटोमेट्री में हमने देखा CD45, 34 जो पॉपुलेशन ऑफ ब्लास्ट थे पॉजिटिव आर पॉपुलेशन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट. So that showed positivity for your CD10, CD19, CD22 with aberrant expression of your CD13. So this was a case of granular beta cell, granular B cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia with aberrant expression of CD13. So see, discuss करते हैं इस case को थोड़ा points important जो है we can highlight. So granules in lymphoblasts are very relatively rare, uncommon finding. So ALL patient rarely present with numerous cytoplasmic granules in blast as we saw in our case. So this may lead to a wrong diagnosis of your acute myeloid leukemia. So the eosinophilic granules जो होते हैं blast cells में are usually characteristic finding होते हैं हमारे acute myeloid leukemia के. इसको हम confirm कर सकते हैं MPO stain से myeloperoxidase, और इसको हम lymphoblastic leukemia से differentiate कर सकते हैं. So it has been more commonly noticed in your children, though not clinically not significant. अभी कुछ इसका established नहीं है. Very few case reports have been mentioned in adults. Our case was of an adult female, जहाँ पे हमें granular ALL मिल गया. So some studies say that granular ALL have poor prognosis as compared to ALL, but some studies they have not found any association. So जब भी कोई case जो होता है जिसमें कम research published होता है, so we need to have both aspects, positive and negative correlation. So diagnostic criteria क्या होती है granular ALL की? See, if there is presence of more than 1% of lymphoblasts with at least 3 or more clearly defined eosinophilic granules. So majority of cases often show more than your 5% lymphoblast with small number of distinctive eosinophilic granules. So दोनों देख ही सकते हो. 1% lymphoblast with at least 3 or more clearly eosinophilic granules, या 5% lymphoblast with small numbers of distinct eosinophilic granules. So ये granules जो होते हैं, they may be positive for the Sudan black B, which is usually positive in your AML. Such unusual positivity अगर आ जाती है ना SBB की, MPO तो नेगेटिव है, SBB भी हम यूज करते हैं फॉर माइलॉइड लीनिएज, अगर वो भी नेगेटिव आ गया, पॉजिटिव आ गया, तो और कंफ्यूजन हो जाएगी कि SBB जो है माइलॉइड में पॉजिटिव आ रहा है, लिम्फोइड ग्रैनुलर ALL में पॉजिटिव आ रहा है. So correct diagnosis of granular is better made by using your cytochemical stain. हम MPO use कर सकते हैं. But at times cytochemistry भी inconclusive होती है, जैसे हमारे केस में था. So उसके लिए आपको confirm करने के लिए we have to go for a comprehensive antibody panel with flow cytometry. So flow cytometry was very much required in our case. So होते क्या है ये granules? ये they are result of your dysplastic organelle formation, fusion or degeneration. So ultrastructurally these cytoplasmic granules जो होते हैं ना, they are ball bodies, they resemble the multivesicular bodies जिसको कहते हैं. बहुत ही कम cases reported है literature में about your adult granular ALL. So कोई स्टडी नहीं है, कुछ केसेस रिपोर्ट हुए हैं. सो रिव्यू ऑफ लिटरेचर revealed that only 15 cases of adult granular ALL have been reported till date. We saw this case. So age of the diagnosis in this case जो होती है ALL range कर सकता है 20 to 58 years with a slight female preponderance. So these patients have heavily granulated lymphoblasts in blastic population varying होती है from 25 to 95%. So rare है phenomena, but overall prognosis is not good. Average remission rate following your initial chemotherapy was found to be just 50%. Some patients relapsed after initial remission as well. Childhood granular ALL का कोई significance अभी नहीं established है prognosis wise, but it's important to diagnose this entity in adult as it has a poor prognosis. So to conclude these both cases, एक हमें मिला था सेरेब्रल इंफार्क्शन के साथ प्रेजेंट हुआ था केस ऑफ APML इन अ 10-year-old फीमेल चाइल्ड. So coagulopathy and thrombotic manifestation like cerebral infarct is rarely observed in your young patient. तो अगर young बच्चा जैसे 10 to 14 years का present कर रहा है with cerebral infarct, तो उन cases में detailed hematological evaluation is very much required. So you require a high index of clinical suspicion for prompt diagnosis, as presentation with thrombotic event they have a poor prognosis. Early intervention is life-saving in these cases. Now, second case what we discussed was granular ALL in adult. Granular ALL जो होती है, granular blast जो होती है, वो mimic करेगी myeloblaст को, तो wrongly हम उसको label कर सकते हैं AML. Cytochemistry कभी-कभी does not give you a definitive result, so we have to move with flow cytometric immunophenotyping, which serve as a diagnostic and definitive tool with allowing the clinician to go for a definitive management. So these presentation of your acute lymphoid leukemia can be misleading at times. So investigative modality should be planned accordingly. कौन सा case क्या है with a proper conclusive diagnosis. So rare presentation, वो दोनों case लेके आए हमारे rare presentation, और also it highlights it's not about just a single entity cannot give you a correct diagnosis. So our modality should be like a comprehensive workup to arrive at a definitive diagnosis so that proper management can be given to our patients. So these are my few references. So I'm very much happy to project this picture. This was our group photograph when I was there as senior resident in Ramano Lohiya Hospital, New Delhi. So here I am. So this is my HOD Meenakshi ma'am was there. Sain sir was there. So, and my all faculty members. This was actually an event of poster competition in our, which was organized in our hospital itself, in college, PGI RMN Hospital. So I pay my immense gratitude to all my senior faculty here, under whom I was blessed actually to work under them. So these both cases we had seen when I was there in RMN. So I just wanted to brief you about some rare presentation how acute leukemia cases, be it APML or granular ALL, can present with. So thank you so much for your patient hearing. Kindly like, subscribe and share my channel. Thank you so much.